Well, straight first to the big news we are getting you here on Headlines today. There's now clinching evidence against Chennai Super Kings principal Gurunath Meiyappan and bookie Vindoo Singh in the IPL spot fixing scandal. The Mumbai City Crime Branch has received forensic reports that confirms the voice samples of Meiyappan and Vindoo Singh that matches with taped conversations of the two. This forensic report will form additional evidence proving that Meiyappan discussed inside information, probably outcome of some of the matches with Vindoo Singh. Officials had transcripts of extensive telephone conversations, including those among bookies that they relied on heavily during the investigation, and have also made a mention in the charge sheet that was filed last year. Mumbai police said that this evidence will now further strengthen their case. Well, Boria Majumdar, a consulting editor, joins us on the phone line. Boria, forensic reports confirming these voice samples of Gurunath Meiyappan and Vindoo Singh. This has to be concrete evidence yet that implicates these two men.
It means huge, before the Supreme Court adjudicates on the case on the 25th. This is a clincher, the only case. If you read the BCCI's reaction to the Supreme Court, its reaction to the Mudgal Committee report, this is what they were banking on. They have said that, it is an inconclusive thing as yet, but now these voice samples prove that they are of Gurunath and of Vindoo Singh, which means they were passing team information. There is absolutely no doubt. This is a huge blow for Gurunath Meiyappan, for the BCCI and for the IPL, with 4 days left for the case to come up for hearing in the Supreme Court. I can't keep emphasizing the fact that how important this is 4 days before the Supreme Court hearing. But as far as the board and the IPL is concerned, this is the biggest blow after the Mudgal Committee report, because Headlines today has been continuously saying that, how important this forensic report is over the last few weeks, because this was still not there. But now the report confirms. It came in around 1 o'clock last night, midnight last night, but forensic evidence now conclusively proves that Gurunath Meiyappan's voice was indeed there in the taped conversations between bookies where he was passing on team information. This is massive development for the IPL.
Well, Boria, considering these telephonic conversations between Vindoo Singh and Meiyappan, they were recorded and now there's forensic evidence on record that's come out. It'll certainly help the crime branch build a watertight case, considering that it appears to be very specific in nature.
Absolutely. This is a clinching evidence. This is no longer anything in the realm of, conjecture or assumption. This is clinching evidence. So there is no question that, this is a big blow for BCCI, for Gurunath, and for the IPL, brand IPL. Because if you read the BCCI's rebut to the Mudgal Committee report in the Supreme Court, the 33-page rebut, this is the only thing they were banking on. The report has not come. But now there is nothing else that the BCCI can bank on. This is clinching evidence that Gurunath is guilty of violating operational rules, that 11.3 should apply against Chennai Super Kings. I'm sure the Supreme Court will want to take cognizance of this when they hear the case on the 25th of March.
All right, let me also quickly go across to our Mumbai Bureau Chief Sahil Joshi, who's joining us on the phone line. Sahil, what are you picking up from the crime branch sources? How significant do they see this as a breakthrough in this investigation?
See, as far as the crime branch is concerned, it has given quite a boost to the charge sheet which they had filed last year. Because the only part which was remaining is it's confirming whether those voices which were recorded in the month of May 2013 were actually belong to Gurunath Meiyappan and Vindoo Singh and other accused in the case. So the forensic report which was pending with the Kalina Forensic Lab in Mumbai finally gave the report yesterday and have concluded that all the voice samples which were recorded during the IPL matches in 2013 belong to those persons, including Gurunath Meiyappan and Vindoo Singh. They had also tested the decibel levels, the voice modulation, every other stuff which normally has been done during the forensic test, and all the tests have matched with the voices. The crime branch had taken samples of Vindoo Singh and Meiyappan before arresting them, and while filing the charge sheet, the most important part, they were worrying about whether the voice samples will be matched or not. Even during the proceeding, when the trial began, the main the question which was being raised by the defense lawyers was that there is no forensic evidence indicating that these voices belong to Gurunath Meiyappan and Vindoo Singh. So finally now police can claim in the court that yes, they have the forensic report in hand, which claims that Vindoo Singh and Gurunath Meiyappan actually did spook during the cricket matches. The betting scandal which Mumbai Crime Branch was investigating, it has given a boost to that.
All right, let me also bring in Shivani Gupta, my colleague, who's joining us on the phone line as well. Shivani, little room now for Gurunath Meiyappan to wriggle out of this, considering that this forensic evidence does establish a lot of things.
Absolutely, Ruchika. This was the only point of difference in the two reports that were submitted by the Mukul panel to the Supreme Court, the investigation of which the Apex Court is monitoring. And Niloy Dutta had said in his report that we do not know for sure if these voice samples actually belong to Meiyappan. That was the only escape route. Now that the Mumbai police has got its forensic report, and this has also been proved beyond doubt, there is absolutely no escape point for Gurunath Meiyappan, and obviously directly linking him to his father-in-law, N. Srinivasan. I have to mention here, Ruchika, that Headlines Today was the first news organization that actually revealed the key information and the conversations that we are talking about that are contained in the Mumbai Crime Branch report that was submitted to Mukul panel. We were the first ones to show the kind of information that the Mumbai police was claiming Gurunath Meiyappan was passing on to Vindoo Singh, and this is also confirming once again that those conversations were indeed between these two men, and the Mumbai police has often claimed that they were in regular touch with each other, which the transcripts with us, with Headlines, had also shown almost every day, multiple times. These two men used to talk before matches, during matches, after matches, and Gurunath Meiyappan was clearly giving out key information about team composition, about other factors to Vindoo Singh. So this builds a watertight case against Gurunath Meiyappan. It means that his team, he's the team principal of CSK, Chennai Super Kings. His team also now comes under a strict scrutiny, because under the clause of the IPL franchisee agreement, there has to be action taken against both.
Well, we'd leave it there for the moment. Shivani Gupta, Sahil Joshi, Boria Majumdar, thank you all for joining us and breaking that big news on Headlines Today. Forensic evidence that has now emerged in connection with the IPL spot fixing scandal, which has clearly given a big jolt to the defence that has been so far put out by Vindoo Singh and, of course, Gurunath Meiyappan.